I don't know why I'm so small. Look how tiny I am. Hello and welcome. We'll try and make this, well, not too quick, but, you know, get your views in the comments down below. Whether you're watching live or whether you are watching after the fact. The draw for the semi-final will take place after the conclusion of the Manchester United-Liverpool game. But first, there is a matter of... I am a bit cut off here, aren't I? What is going on? Still getting used to the new setup, to say the least. There we go. That's better. Chelsea 4... Chelsea 4, Leicester 2, and it is a good day. It's another win. It's 2 wins on the bounce since I've moved into this lovely new home of mine. And maybe, just maybe, it might well be the good luck charm that we needed. It is goals galore from start to finish, from about the 13th minute, if I'm not mistaken, from Cucurella. A fantastic run. Amazing run of sorts from Nicholas Jackson, who had plenty of input on the game. I think that he had, quite honestly, one of the biggest claims to be one of the man of the matches of the game. Obviously, Malo Gusto got man of the match, which I'm a little bit surprised by, to be honest with you, considering the fact that, you know, Palmer had quite an impactful game. He got a goal and an assist and, you know, could have easily got a penalty as well, if not for Raheem Sterling. But all the same, a really good performance from Cole Palmer from start to finish, really. It wasn't too much of an informality. It was more of a formality for Cole Palmer. Before we begin, please do like the video, like the stream, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. I'm looking at the reviews, the ratings for the players on FOTMob, and DISASI has a 4.2, and I think that is incredibly, incredibly harsh. Obviously, a freak own goal from him. I think for the most part, the performance from him wasn't too standout. It wasn't a standout performance. It wasn't a bad performance. The own goal was substantial, though, at the same time. It wasn't good. It wasn't good, to say the least. It was a howler of sorts. I think with Robert Sanchez as well, I think his time has come to, more than likely, unless we play against Coventry, which, let's be honest, it's going to go to one of the other clubs if they get through as well. Like, it's going to be a Man City Coventry or a Liverpool Coventry or whatever. It's to guarantee that they go through, or it's going to be Liverpool probably, but I wouldn't be surprised if Man City get it. But either way, I think if we play against Coventry, Sanchez will be in goal. But if we play against Man City or Manchester United or Liverpool, I think it's going to be Petrovic. It has to be Petrovic. It has to be someone who is a little bit more reliable, a little bit more consistent with their performances, of which Robert Sanchez is everything but. He is very inconsistent. Trevor Chalobah, a bit of a so-so performance, nothing too much to write home about, as I always say. It's just, he was there, did the job, wasn't really like a wow performance. Cucurella getting on the score sheet, he was bombing up and down that left-hand side like his life depended on it, and I think a lot of people were quite annoyed, quite disappointed that he was substituted, much like they were with Mikhail Mudryk. There's a few situations now where we're seeing Pochettino get some sort of the brunt of it in terms of his substitutions or his decision making, and the fans will let you know. The fans will let you know just exactly how little they think of your decisions, because for all for all of its worth, Mudryk had a good game. Mudryk had a really good game. I think he was involved in most of the build-up play, most of the the positive situations that we found ourselves in, and weirdly enough, Mudryk only managed to get 78 minutes. And considering at that point it was still 2-2, to bring him off for Carney Chukwuemeka, albeit it did work out in the end because he made the sub. Chukwuemeka came on, scored a great goal, brilliant assist from Cole Palmer. It really was quite unfair for him to do that to him instead of Raheem Sterling, who was having a much worse game. Missed a penalty, missed an absolute sitter of a one-on-one situation that I've already come out and said I would fucking score that. I'm sorry, I would absolutely have put that away. It is what it is. Caicedo, very good performance from him because guess what? He didn't get booked for a change. Whoa! Can you believe it? What a day! What a day! What an occasion! I mean, any day that Caicedo doesn't find himself in the book is a good day nonetheless. Gallagher, I feel like he really didn't find his feet. He made some very questionable passes from start to finish. One of them really stands out, and I think that was towards the end of the first half where he made a back heel. He did like a back heel pass on the edge of the D in our own sort of, in our half. I was really sort of bamboozled by the whole situation. Really didn't understand what was going on there. He had a few chances to shoot. And yeah, like Sean's saying, the holes in the socks need to stop. I really don't understand the whole situation there. It's obviously to release pressure, but like, come on. Malo Gusto, man of the match, according to the BBC. And yeah, I mean, a very Malo Gusto performance. He was running up and down the right-hand side as you would expect him to do so, and got an assist. And I think the fact that I'm not really too, what's the word? I'm a bit confused because there are other candidates. I thought Jackson was worthy of a man of the match performance. I thought Palmer was. I thought Cucurella could definitely have had a chance of getting. I think he's one of the less likely ones, but it's definitely Jackson or Palmer for me. So when I saw Gusto got man of the match, I was a bit surprised, but not upset, to say the least. I am obviously a massive advocate for Malo Gusto. I have been since day one, and I continue to be so because he is phenomenal. And I really do want to preface as well, I don't like the fact that a lot of people do seem to still compare him to Reece James. I saw a tweet the other day where someone was saying, and I get what you're saying, I get what you're trying to say, but it was Malo Gusto couldn't lace the boots of James on his best day. Let that sink in. Basically meaning Gusto is so good, but when Reece James is on form, he's even better, and we have both players. And I get what you're trying to say, like I said, but it came more across as an insult to Malo Gusto and the performances that he's putting in, and the consistency that he's providing, and the assist that he's providing, and everything that he's doing, to then compare him to an injured Reece James, and to just say he's injured, but when he isn't, he's so much better than this one man. Make no mistake about it, Malo Gusto has been one of the most solid players of this season for Chelsea, and in a real group of players where it's really hard to find a consistent, well-rounded player who can pretty much do everything. He can run, he can defend, he can assist, he can probably, he can shoot as well. He's got the pace, he's got the strength, he's got everything you could possibly want in a player. Yes, Reece James is obviously our number one choice when it comes to right back position, but at the same time, like, I'm saying this now, I've been saying it as well, I've been saying it for a while, is that Malo Gusto has everything it takes to take Reece James' place if Reece James continues to be a very irregularly fit player. Is that the word, irregularly? But lacking the consistency of fitness. And the thing is with Gusto, consistency, and consistency is key, and Gusto provides that for the team. And again, we need that. We need more players like that. We've got Gusto, we've got Palmer, we've got Jackson, we've got Gallagher. The list goes on with there's a handful of players who are consistently fit. They are consistently providing the same sort of performances, like your Gustos, like your Palmers, like your Jacksons, like your Gallaghers. Jackson's a little bit hit and miss, but when he's on form, he's fucking amazing. I just think Gusto is that upper echelon of players when it comes to the Chelsea side right now. Petrovic as well, obviously, he hasn't played today, but he is definitely, alongside Gusto, I think the two players, it's the three. It's Petrovic, Gusto, and Palmer are the three top dogs at the moment this season. They are absolutely irreplaceable right now, I would say. Like, they are in their absolute primes for us as it stands right now. And Gusto's only like 20 years old, so factor that in as well. Jackson, brilliant from start to finish. I thought had plenty of chances and just seemed to glide around the pitch. He was our front man, but then he found himself on the right and then on the left, and then he moved back a bit. He was defending. It was a very Drogba sort of situation where he's obviously the main man up top, but at the same time would find himself defending in corner situations and getting back and doing everything to, he's just there. He's just constantly near the ball at all times. And I thought he had a really, really good performance. Chukwuemeka, obviously, really good honourable mention from him to come on and get the goal. Really good link-up play with Cole Palmer, and it goes to say the least. Noni Madueke, one of the goals of the season for Chelsea so far in all competitions. An absolutely sublime goal, and he really made up for himself. Found his feet where a lot of people thought he might have lost the ball at the beginning of that process. But I think on the stream as well, on the watch-along, I was saying that we do not score bad goals at the moment. And then for him to immediately score a goal of that magnitude, it just capped the day off. It's so beautifully. It was really, really well worked. A really good performance from everyone involved, and a great goal to finish it off. Obviously, Disassi scoring a really crazy own goal, but just kind of brush that under the rug. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Please do like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. I do believe that we are now without a game until we play Burnley on the 30th of March, which, if I'm not mistaken, is 2 weeks away. We've got the international break now with, of course, Brazil and Belgium, if you are an England fan like I am. Neil Robertson in the chat, by the way. Thank you very much for joining in. Reece as a right centre-back with Gusto right wing-back would be great, but can't see Poch playing that formation. It's very unlikely, but would be really good to see. I want to see a world. I want there to be a situation in which we can see them both play at the same time. But like you say, Neil, I just don't. It's just not. It's not in Pochettino's wheelhouse, is it? It's not in his nature to venture out into that level of creativity. It's down to the players to do that, and well, that's exactly what we've seen when it comes to the likes of Noni Madueke, Chukwuemeka, Cole Palmer, and all sorts. So, like, we blame him, we blame Pochettino for the lack of things that happen, but then it really does come down to the players to sort of pull him out of the depths, so to speak, with the likes of Conor Gallagher, who seemingly saved Pochettino's job on many occasions. With that said, I'm gonna go. It's a big game in just a few minutes' time, and I'm sure you want to go and watch that, as do I. We got Burnley on the 30th. And then a couple of days later, we got Manchester United as well. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm in front of it. It's such a clock. See you later. Goodbye. That's not the right picture. I don't need reminding of that. For the love of Jesus.